he said that this morning. You know what I'm saying? And I want to go back. I was telling my boy, like, bro, I be moving around so much. Like, I feel that's the other thing he made. He said, be comfortable with the way you are. You know what I'm saying? Even watch the Kanye doc?
Only a little bit, not too much.
You know how sometimes Kanye be all over the place? And
yeah.
God told me, yo, be comfortable with yourself. Like, and I realized, oh, there's another person that does, like, the same things. Like, sometimes be like, you're trying to slow myself down. But it's like, yo, like, that's how I move. That's how everything gets done. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's me. So, but I was telling my boy, you had said something the other day to me about, once again, going on this anxiety thing. Like, you were like, we were at the Couture, and then you were like, I was sitting down, you were like, you know, you really, what's on your mind? You look stressed. And then I was like, you know, everything. And you were like, yeah, I can't, you know, it probably is stressful, you know, running everything and doing those things. And I was like, he was like, what, you were asking me what the main thing is, like, what makes me, you know, stressed. And I was just like, people. So then, like, started getting me thinking, like, man, I got to start eliminating, like, people around me. You know what I'm saying? I got to start really, like, that's the cause to my stress. But I also, at the same time, I got to learn to relax. Because, regardless, there's a time, bro, I had a car that I used to be so nervous about getting a car that crashed and messing up my car and all this other stuff. I'm eating Chinese food in the house. Someone run into it in the neighborhood, sitting in front of my house. Right, total. Right. You know what I'm saying?
It happens.
That taught me to relax. That was one big thing that made me relax the most because, like, I'm, like, one of the people, like, I'm really, like, and I'm really just overly.
It's so unfortunate. Yeah. Like, I wish we knew each other beforehand so I could tell you about. So I have this one theory that I built called the square circle theory, and I won't get into it today. Mm-hmm. But basically, after building this thought, I started seeing the design in things, and it's obsessed me so much that they build the roads in certain places and in certain areas to cause like every time when I'm in this one place. I always pull in to go to this Chinese shop, right, to get some food. Mm-hmm. Every time I hit the curb and mess up my car's top, like the front end, every time. I don't know if I forget or if it's the design. You know, and like my one friend, he lives, I don't know directions, right, but you can get sideswiped from both sides if you don't hurry.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
and it's right next to a neighborhood that's kind of like lower income.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like imagine a crash. They have the drugs in the car. Mm-hmm. The cops come. They're like, "Oh, this wasn't your fault, but we just found this, and we're about to put you through everything." And like, that's next to a low income neighborhood. Cause in Stafford Lakes where I live, there's nothing like that. Yeah. It's smooth. It's not like only is it smooth, we got trees to look at.
And that's the thing, bro. Like that's the reason why, like, I think that's where God be telling me you gotta be good, right? And some of it may not be. And I'm still thinking all this stuff out. Like, I probably got to take a vacation for a couple weeks to really, like, deep dive in. There we go. If I get something to drink. I'm so thirsty. My fault, man. I got cotton mouth. But it's like, you know, dang, what was I just saying? Thank you so much. What was I doing?
About the design.
I was so thirsty. So you said I was talking about the design. Damn, the design of what?
He was talking about how like you being told to be great.
Oh. So, like, I feel like because you have to be, because I don't know necessarily, I'm still trying to, like, take a time, I need to take some time, like, a break, like a vacation, to, like, really, like, dive in, meditate, you know what I'm saying? No phone, nothing, exercise, like, really zone out, you know what I'm saying? No business, no phone, nothing. And really kind of picture this, but I figure it may not be all about money, per se, where I'm like, I need that freedom, because the money doesn't represent nothing, right? Like, the money just represents the freedom, because what's the one thing we need for freedom here in this culture, civilization? We need money for for the freedom of, like, cause like I don't want to be around this bullshit Only way I'm gonna get myself away from this bullshit where I could chill and do nothing and relax, figure out that amount of money that I need for the rest of my life to sit back and do nothing and chill, or not have no care in the world, you know what I'm saying, not have no one bother me, figure that out, figure that amount, and then go live. Because that's the only way you can really disconnect, because otherwise you're going to be stuck.
I would say one thing. Keep in connect with me, bro. Because, like, all right, my friends, they both told me, these two girls, that they were sober at the time where we were talking, or I showed them my music playlist, and I was, as we were both listening at the same time in different states, I would describe what was going on in each text, and they were like, Mo, I haven't took a sip or smoked anything, but I feel like I am on the biggest high of my life right now.
Yeah.
And God has given me that gift, and I try to instill that to anyone that's willing to listen.
Hey, I'm glad you said that, because look, before the year, right, I had told myself, I said, the smoking, right, I discovered that was my problem before getting into it. It makes me more relaxed. You know why today you see me all, I control my smoking. Now it's not controlling me. I smoke when I want to smoke. So, for me, I keep myself the same, because I was masking myself. Like I said, I feel like, I've had people tell me that I'm on coke and shit. Like, the way I be moving, because I get excited. I get, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get moving. Like, sometimes, I even tell the people that are with me, that work with me and shit, I'm like, yo, if I'm like, don't ignore me. Like, even my mom has to ignore me sometimes. But I think it energizes you, right? Right, Mom? Sometimes, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, because it start, like, because, like, but it's not like I'm on anything or nothing like that, man. Like, sometimes, so I used to smoke to mask it. Like, I realized, and before I played soccer. So I didn't realize how much the soccer was taking it was lowering my shit down. So I was always tired. Because, like, how I'm doing music now, it's how I've been doing soccer my whole life. Constantly. So everything I've done in my life has been craft, perfect craft. Everything. It's always been, we get something, you know you get good at something, and you just perfect it. From soccer to music. You know what I'm saying? Even the NASCAR shit. Even though I haven't got a chance to get on the actual track. But I want to perfect these different things that I like, and I want to turn it into something I could do for the rest of my life. You get what I'm saying? That's always been how I've been, felt like that's how I've had to been. I felt like that's how everything's had to go. I've even been put in that position to do that, because even my mom, the people I feel like we're even brought to the right people in life, right? When we're born to them. Even my mom started me off in Montessori school. It was already starting me off to the point of, oh, look, you show up, here's 3 things you gotta do. You pick the order you do them in. You pick how you learn them.